You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You were the one who killed my son Gao. Your words mean nothing. You are a murderer, a killer! Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and that school! My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. And now my son is... Gao may be gone, but I will avenge him. I know the styles your broken old master taught you, and I know how to beat them. I promise your death will be both slow and painful.
Spirit Thief! I am a Storm Dragon! Leaping Tide! Storm Dragon! Leaping Tide! This is all you are! Focus! Spirit Thief! Longsword! Stone Immortal! Longsword! Ice Shard! This is it, Sleeping Tide! Storm Dragon! Sleeping Tide! Longsword! Spirit Thief! Ice Shard! Spirit Thief! Stone Immortal! Leaping Tide! Longsword! Stone Immortal! I am a master! Heavenly Wave! Leaping Tide!
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die. After I left you, I stumbled across some very interesting documents. Perhaps I spent too long poring over them, but I couldn't resist. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right? True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but two fools working together stand a better chance than one. It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
Hey, that's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart. If you are planning to take on the servants of Death's Hand, you'll need all the help you can get. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying. Hey! Ha ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. I don't know. There was one here for the dragonfly, until I blew it up. That was the only way to keep Inquisitor Lim from taking my dragonfly to the Imperial City. I know the assassins have another one. They were using it for blasting an excavation. Lim once said something about ruins. If you're looking for the inscrutable power source, I'd find some ruins that also have assassins in them. Now we should leave here. We can make it as far as that nearby town, Tien's Landing. I know the winds between here and there. Mostly. I mostly know the winds. It would be fine. Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own. I'll stay here with the flyer. I'll keep her warm, so she'll be ready when you want to fly us back to town. Are you ready to go back to Tien's Landing now? Ha ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No, no. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time. I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress, but that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well. Yes, you are an outsider too, albeit one with power to change your world. I think the slaves in the pirate lair would greatly appreciate your skill in defense. And I would make great use of your confidence. You inspire me to think of the possibilities, not just the problems. I'm gaining an appreciation for the person you are becoming. Perhaps we should speak on these matters again sometime. Be well, my friend.
That's good wine you've got here, Ho. Not too sweet, not too sour, and it has a good kick to it.
I'm pleased you like it, though I'm afraid you like it a little bit too much. At this rate, we'll run out of wine before we get back to the Imperial City.
I hope you're joking, Ho. You don't want to see me when I'm sober. You really don't.
I have an ointment you should try. Put it under your tongue, and it will stop your desire for alcohol. Well, more like replace. More? Well, I suppose I hadn't thought about that. Let's see. Distillation, crop variation, slide to 3.
Too long or too stupid, I'm not sure which. Besides, why would I want to do that? That'd be like taking away my urge to piss. What's the good in that?
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? Steady now. We don't want to get where we're going and not be able to get back, especially since we don't know where we won't be able to get back from. We need the inscrutable power source, which you need in order to get to the Imperial City anyway. If you get that, we can lift off wherever you want. I think they are hints I left myself, but I can't remember why. As soon as you give me the inscrutable power source, we can fly out and see where they lead. Well, of course. But time is better spent doing than talking. Well, if you want to reach the Imperial City, you still need an inscrutable power source for the marvelous dragonfly. It's too far to hop our way there. Now, have you seen a bright yellow snake? I need the venom for a... Now that I think of it, that's incredibly dangerous. Forget I said anything. Watch your step. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
What? What do you want? I remember one time I was hired by two warring clans. They were going to discuss a peace treaty, and they wanted me to make sure things didn't get out of hand. A bunch of fights broke out in the first few days, but after I'd killed a few dozen of their clansmen, they settled down. That's when things got boring. The leaders took the next 3 days to talk, and if they hadn't let me dip into their wine stocks, I might have snapped sooner than I did. The clan leaders were agreed on peace except for one thing, Jinlo, a beautiful clanswoman. Both leaders wanted her and neither would give her up. After 5 days, it looked like the peace would fall apart. It looked like the two leaders were about to come to blows over Jinlo, so I stepped in. It was my job to stop them from fighting, so I cleaved the wench in two and told them each to take a half. Seemed like a good idea at the time. It was easy. She was small, and my blades are extremely sharp. But it didn't really help, though. They weren't too happy with my decision. Everyone turned on me. Of course, they all died, but they gave it a good effort. I don't know what they were so upset about. Better a quick death by the sword than the prolonged agony of your heart being ripped from your chest and thrown to the dogs. Nah.
Something's on your mind? I only spent enough time in Tien's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pinmay was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pinmay has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. Always happy to help.
Prosperous tidings. What can humble Ho do to assist you today? Like many things in my life, it can be traced back to very bad luck on my part. As I mentioned once before, I was a master of the Drunken Master style. I was the tournament champion in Phoenix Gate when things spun out of control. My need for wine took its toll on my body. There are long periods I don't even remember. After one such period, I came to, having lost most of my clothes and all my money. I was destitute, and without the ability to buy more wine, I couldn't even fight. Eventually, I found work cleaning out creature cages at the local arena. One day, I was approached by a man who remembered seeing me fight. He offered to sponsor me. Just like that, I was back in the ring. After climbing my way back to the top of the tournament, my sponsor told me it was time to fulfill my end of the bargain. Apparently, the agreement stipulated that I must marry his niece. If only I had read the agreement more closely, I could still be shoveling dirt in the creature cages. Alas, fate had a crueler path in mind for me. Let that be a lesson for you. Always read the fine print, or you may end up with more than you bargained for. Perhaps in a little while. Memories of my wife are difficult to bear, especially when she is so very far away and I may never see her again. As you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
You have managed to survive. I suppose someone of your skill cannot be easily dissuaded. You may call me Silk Fox. I apologize for my previous aggression, but I thought you were in league with an enemy of mine. I was clearly mistaken. Powerful forces are at work here. You are caught in great events that are beyond you. But I may have use for someone as impetuous as you. I want nothing more than for you to continue your journey. You seek the old man who was taken from Two Rivers, correct? Of course you do. He was taken by Death's Hand. I could tell you where his minions have gone. For a price. A simple trade. I tell you where the abductors are, and you tell me who that old man is. You mix truth with lies. He must be more for Death's Hand to keep him alive. Still, you've told me what I need to know. When you reach the Imperial City, you will need a helping hand. Someone with influence and cunning. A friend of mine will meet you. Follow her instructions and you will be on your way toward your goal. Your discoveries will be intriguing. The old man and Death's Hand will still be out of your reach, but it is the best hope you have. I have matters of my own to attend. If you survive, we will see what use you are to me. You nearly have everything to continue your quest for the old man, or your revenge on Death's Hand. My path takes me elsewhere. If you do reach the Imperial City, perhaps we will meet again. Stranger twists of fate have happened.
The search goes too slowly. We need more eyes and hands in these ruins. Listen well, my minions. Fan out and search behind every stone and under every rock. Somewhere in these ruins are gems. Very special gems. If you find one, bring it to me right away. If you fail me, your torment will be greater than any you have yet experienced. Now go! Lieutenant, you are in charge while I go up to the Great Dam and check on the sentry golems. If anyone tries to enter these ruins, kill them.
Of course, Dread One. You have your orders.
Heavenly Wave. Longsword. Longsword.
Why you...
Heavenly Wave. Leaping Tiger.
Wait! Stop! You hit me none, okay? Okay. Rat Demon's friend. Rat Demon help you, yes? Rat Demon knows things, important things, and Rat Demon tells you if Rat Demon lives. Better question. Why should Demon trust you? But listen good now. Rat Demon knows lots of things. I knows hitting Rat Demon not good. Hitting Rat Demon bad. I also knows that Rat Demons like the taste of ducks. If you got any ducks. You not like ducks? No ducks. But maybe you like gems. Rat Demon feels gem is very close. Rat Demon tells you where gem is. Then you let Rat Demon live. Yes? Gem is special. Gem is magic. Gem is near, but gem is hidden. You let Rat Demon live, I tell you where to find gem. Gem is hidden behind wall. Go down path and you see. Assassins got rockets set up. They're getting ready to blow up wall with rockets. Yes, yes, but rockets need dragon powder. Lotus Assassins always got dragon powder handy. Good for blowing stuff up. Look around their camp and you find it. You get dragon powder and use rockets to blow up wall. When wall is gone, you look for gem. Gem is behind wall. Somewhere. You just search around. So simple. Yes. Rat Demon help you. Now Rat Demon can go. Yes? Thanks to you, my friend, good and kind and niceful friend to Rat Demon.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Idiot! She's obviously a spy. Kill her!
Leaping Stone Immortal. Leaping tide. Heavenly wave.